Hey everybody, Joe Haygood here, aka mclazyj. We are back. Oh, and I gotta do that, and I gotta do this. There we go. So, we are gonna be playing Alone in the Dark today. So, Alone in the Dark franchise has been around for a long, long time. I actually reviewed the 2008. I actually reviewed the 2008 relaunch, which now this is the 2024 relaunch of the brand that started back in 1992. I will be honest, I did not play the original Alone in the Dark. Number one, it was the first game that really took like good advantage of like a 3D graphics card, and I didn't have one. And my screen's falling down. We'll see what happens with that. I just had to fix my screen. Sorry about that. You're also watching me tuck my shirt in. That's what I dropped there. Yes. So let's get into it. Oh well. Screen's not staying up today. It's very frustrating. I'm trying to see if I can get it to stick today. To be honest, I'd probably just... I give up. I have to clean the suction cups and everything. I think it might just be time to order a new one, but... let's go ahead and get into this. That's Gator. So you're also going to get to watch me eat chicken without bread because I forgot to bring the bread for my sandwich.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, Detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself.
It's a
Is that
pretty
why he's
opening
at this setup?
sequence.
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all
So
terribly
he's Arthur
insignificant.
Camby.
That
Okay.
people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
Now it's interesting to note. If I remember correctly, the
uncle's not
original
well,
game
Mr. Carnby.
is also set as
I
a
wanna make
period
sure he's
piece.
all right.
And what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone.
The 2008 version.
Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. Think it'll
Did you
actually
bring a
come to that?
gun?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Well, so we can choose Edward Carnby. That was Arthur Carnby. I guess it's Edward. No offense, David Harbour. So, the game does have some replayability, it looks like, because
Hello?
you can probably play through two different
So quiet.
paths.
Where is everyone?
This is a big place. Maybe they're on the other side of the house.
Stay here. I'll have a look.
Okay. So we're going to try to get him in. You know, by creeping around in the basement. Engine block. Assume that's from this car right here. Not a lot of light.
What's this?
Kitchen garden key, okay. doesn't sound good. So, okay, so we have a gun. I thought just he had a gun, but I guess we both have a gun.
Well, I don't think I'll be able to get in there. Well, I don't think I'll be able to get in there.
Well, that didn't work. Oh, some's back here. How do we get that? Just need some sort of fishing rod or something, probably. Would be my guess. Or maybe a magnet.
This must be older than Derceto. They built the house around it.
Wow. Impressive tree. Does that open this door?
Well, I don't think I'll be able to get in there.
Okay. It was worth a try. Somebody was up here drinking. Two people, actually. Oh, it's chained off. Okay, well, we got it in the house. I wonder what he's doing. Well, we're running around. Was he just by the door hanging out?
I'll just take this.
It's like servant's washroom.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone.
Family
and
Bible.
Many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were
Excuse
still
me.
tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gree-gree. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth.
A goat without
A
horns.
mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, $0.25. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please, I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madame. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
And the servant lady just happens to have bullets in there. The hell was that? Oh, the pan fell. And now we just have bullets all over the kitchen. I know. It's like, bro, just enjoy the game, right? But at the same time, it is kind of ridiculous. I'm just gonna say, it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, we came in that door there. Can't take any of those keys though, huh? This looks like a storeroom. Oof. There is a lot of noise happening. Got a housekeeper that might have gotten into voodoo. Not kinda. She definitely did.
That doesn't look safe.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working
Okay.
after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
Okay. So somebody sabotaged this boiler, and we can't get over there to look at it.
There's something missing.
Okay. Well, there's nothing we can do down there until we can fix that valve, so... Stairs going up. Man, there are a lot of noises happening down here that I do not like.
I need the key.
Locked gate. All right. There's nothing else in there because we don't have that key yet. I guess this means we're going upstairs. So let's go upstairs. Whoops. No. Yeah, as I zoned out. Washroom closet. It's got bullets. Out of the bathroom.
I need the key. I need the key.
Another floor.
It's wet shut.
Okay, can't do anything with the wedge door.
It looks important.
We need a key for that one. So basically, everywhere we need or want to go, we need a key. I suppose we need something to knock that wedge out. We needed a key for that. That's where we came from. Locked medicine box. I'm not having a good time with like locked stuff so far. Well, that's 2. Okay, there we go. Well, that's gonna do us no good. Is there anything else in here that we need to look at? Oh, footlocker. There's some health in there.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to her.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be down. Okay. Bye. Apparently I have 2 packages. I definitely know what one of them is. I guess they didn't want her getting into this medicine, so it's locked. Okay. Well, now we have a floor plan at least. I have to get to the grand parlor. I guess through the dining room. And I have a piazza key.
Oh, what's this?
Is the piazza key Okay.
I need the key.
Oh, this is where I was. That's downstairs. Okay, that's where I came in. Okay. I see where I'm at. Huh. Huh. Can't open that door, huh? Can't open the door. Nobody's answering that bell.
I need the key.
I don't have a key to it.
The Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect American labor. Following the collapse of the Wall Street stock market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly. Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt and left a large part of the American workforce unemployed. In an attempt to turn the tide, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act has been signed by President Herbert Hoover. By regulating commerce with foreign countries, the government hopes to encourage the industries of the United States to compete with cheap foreign imports. Superstition on rise. New Orleans voodoo stores and spiritual mediums see increased profit during troubled times. While the market has faced hard times ever since Black Thursday of last year, voodoo doctors and snake charmers see significant rise in number of customers. With the coming Eve of St. John on the 23rd, the police expect increased cult activity around Bayou St. John, the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Voodoo rituals in that area on the Eve of St. John have a long tradition reaching back to the first snake worshippers brought as slaves from West Africa. During the 19th century, its practice was popularized by the legendary Marie Laveau and has since been embraced by many of the Creoles and the surviving aristocracy of the French Quarter.
Interesting.
Author seeks asylum. Rumors regarding author Cassandra Beauregard making Derceto her home verified. Derceto Hospital is an old plantation building on the eastern shores of Lake Pontchartrain. While often considered an asylum for the insane, residing Dr. Elmore Lee Gray prefers to think of it as a convalescent home, a place where you can go to rest. The patient list is kept secret, but thought to include many of the black sheep of wealthy families, because at Derceto,
many of the black
treatment
sheep
does not
of
come
wealthy
for free.
families.
Local
They
author
stay at the
Cassandra
mental
Beauregard
hospital.
has now been confirmed by her own admission. She's been lauded as a powerful Creole voice and written many successful books. Lately it was reported from Hollywood that she has finished a moving picture manuscript titled Slaughter Gulch. That film is set to hit the theaters next year.
It's interesting. Okay. Got a little flavor. Well, we know nobody's answering that door, so...
Wait, don't.
Where'd this fool
Excuse me?
come from?
Do you know where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Of course not.
McCarthy, what are you doing? I told you not to lose sight of the girl.
Don't you worry, Mags. I'll find that little rascal.
Who are you people? What are you doing here?
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. His name is Jeremy Hartwood.
What are you doing, child? You shouldn't be alone. Go find McCarthy.
Who are you? Are you here for the Fey Dodo?
Go upstairs now.
My name is Emily Hartwood. I'm the niece of Jeremy Hartwood. This is Detective Carpenter.
The police? Why are you here?
No, I'm a private investigator. Sorry to bother you. My client's worried about her uncle. He's a patient here at Tercetto. If you don't mind, could you direct us where to find him?
No, I can't. Jeremy has gone missing. If you leave your information, I'll make sure to contact.
Wait, he ran away?
No, he won't leave the house. He's around here somewhere, and both of our orderlies are looking for him.
That's unacceptable. Where's Dr. Gray? I want to speak with him immediately.
Fine, I'll ask him. Wait here and don't touch anything.
Well, you know what that means. We're gonna go touch everything. We're gonna go touch all the stuff.
Can you show us?
Follow me.
Follow me. Now, I know that the demo of this game focuses on her, the little girl. This room creeped the fuck out of me in the demo because those statues kept moving into different positions. It was very unsettling.
Thank you. Strange kid.
Let's look around, see what we can find.
Good reason we didn't stay put and wait for the lady to come back. We just sort of were like, all right. Locked box.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself.
Oh, man.
Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Teruel. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another.
Seems like a tormented guy.
Delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis?
Okay.
That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep.
Okay. Oh, painted tile. Oh ho ho.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Looks like a talisman.
You mean like this one?
Can you find me a knife to cut the canvas? I want to take this with me.
You want to take the painting? Sure, I'll find one.
Doesn't it look like he's trapped in the picture and not necessarily it's a painting?
I found this tube as well. Should keep it safe for you. Do you want to carry it or should I? Miss Hartwood? Emily?
I'll take it. Thank you.
We're done here, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to do any of this.
Listen, I think we should talk to Dr. Gray. He must know something about what's going on around here.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
Come on, I don't want to be here all night.
Detective Carnby? Where did... What on earth is happening? What is this place?
Where are we? Did we just... We're not in the same place. Oh, I should mention... So, the game has a photo mode. It's okay. You can't do any facial expression stuff. That's just stuff I love doing with the photo mode, because you put on these dumb faces like during weird moments, and it's good. But the other thing is, if you buy the collector's edition, which I did because it was on sale, you can do a bunch of filters for the game. So you can have like letterbox, 8-bit. So if you want everything to look 8-bit, you can. And so it has a lot of stuff like cinematic or classic or classical noir, so black and white, sepia. I'm just gonna do normal, but you can also do the character skins. So you can have the 1992 skins from the game, and as you can see, it's really funny. Now, I should have turned this on before. Very similar to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was I think the third game. There was Tomb Raider, then Rise of the Tomb Raider, then Shadow of the Tomb Raider. In that one, you could do classics, and it was really funny to play as the classic Lara Croft skin. But I thought I would point that out just in case you were curious about it. I'm not going to do that to Jamie Comer, though. The photo mode's okay. It's pretty standard. You can turn the characters on and off, etc., etc. But there's no, there's nothing fancy or anything with it. I've taken a couple photos, but you can do some artistic stuff if you're really looking to, but... So we kind of picked up this photo, and then we kind of got teleported. I mean, there's no other good way to put it, because we're definitely not where we were 5 minutes ago. So I can't carry any more bullets. Oh shit.
What the hell was that thing?
We definitely need more bullets. That's the door we came out of, yeah. Ah, man. So, I forgot to put that in there, but where we teleported from.
I can't go that way.
Can't go that way. So the fog is basically dictating my path.
This can't be.
Oh, okay. We're at Johnny the Conqueror's. Uh-oh.
Emily, is that you?
Who the fuck is this?
How'd you get here?
I was back at Derceto. Looking for my Uncle Jeremy?
Jeremy's your uncle. I didn't know.
Why would you? You're still working at Derceto?
Yeah, both me and Lotta stuck around. We're real orderlies now. You remember my sister Lotta, don't you?
Okay.
What happened, Baptiste? How are we here?
You know about the dark man haunting your uncle?
I'm familiar with his mental state.
I think we all in his head somehow. Because these streets are real, but they're not like on any map. Nah, this is like when you remember something, but in the wrong way.
Do you know how to get back to Derceto? I'm not safe here.
True words have yet been spoken, Mrs. Marcus.
Don't call me that. It's Miss Emily Hartwood. There's no reason to call me anything else.
I'm sorry, Miss Emily. I'm just trying to tell you like it is. This place ain't safe for no one. There's evil hiding in the dark.
How do I get back?
Only Jeremy knows how. He has this juju necklace guiding him.
You mean this talisman?
Mm-hmm. Just like it. He says it's been protecting him ever since he got it from Miss Jackson down the street.
You know where it came from? Have you been there?
I was there no more than 1 hour ago looking for Jeremy. Locked it up to keep the ghouls from getting inside. You can have the key if you want.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Stay safe, miss.
So I have Batiste's keys. More ammunition. More ammunition.
Are you staying here?
For a while. Want to see if Jeremy shows up.
I missed a conversation I could have had with Carnby. I didn't know. When I picked up the puzzle piece, it would play a cutscene, so... I can't do anything with that. So we need to leave the store, is my guess. Sorry, the train outside, basically we've had a train, the train's been going by slow all day. I think that there's a gate or an accident that happened and it's requiring them to go way below the speed, because normally they come jamming through here super fast. But they've been coming through at like a 10-mile-an-hour creep, it seems like. So normally when that happens, it means there's a problem with a gate, or there's an accident close to the railroad so they're having to go slow because there's people within proximity of the track. But I don't see flagmen getting out, which means it's not this signal. But if it is a signal that's out, they actually have to have somebody get out of the train and flag them through the intersection, and then get back on the train, and then they go. So it's really a process. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this here because it's almost time to quit. I still have like a few minutes, but I'm not gonna run it up to the edge. I am enjoying what we're playing so far. I don't know how I feel about the shooting mechanics. It's not terrible, but there is an interesting mystery. Like, all of a sudden we just disappear and we're like in this place that we're not even anywhere near anymore. And it's like, how did we get here? We were in the house. Now we're like not in the house. We're like in some hotel on a street. I thought maybe we had time shifted somehow, but this guy knows who we are. So that's weird. But the cool thing is you do get to have, there is replayability, because you can play as, once you get done with her side, you can play it from Carnby's side, aka David Harbour. You can play it from his side. So it's kind of neat. The thing that was kind of a bummer is I thought they'd maybe be able to do some co-op with it, but apparently it's because the stories are completely different. You have that common area, and then you completely diverge. So there's no real reason to have co-op. It's not like the Man of Medan where they have two stories that kind of keep coming back and forth, so you have reasons to play because you keep interlinking your stories. Your choices are affecting each other, or like a Resident Evil 5 or Resident Evil 6 or any of those where you have like a co-op component where you're playing as the same character in the same scene. So I get it. I understand it more now. It is tense. The combat is okay, but I'm curious to know what happens, and it looks really good. It's definitely a period piece. It's definitely different from the last Alone in the Dark I reviewed. That one in 2008, man. That was interesting, and I actually bought that right as the Xbox store was closing down. I went and I bought a digital copy of that thing because I didn't have my disc copy anymore that I did for review from Atari. That's who owned the franchise at the time. It was Atari. Boy, it's such a weird. That was such a weird thing. Actually, and just as a side note, I should let's go ahead and close this out. So, one of my claims to fame while I was writing at Aeropause / GGS Gamer was I wrote an article about Alone in the Dark, and I forget what it was now, and sadly our Aeropause is dead, so there's no way to get it. I'd have to go and see if I had the normally I tried to keep copies of all that stuff for future purpose, but I wrote an article about something to do with that game, and I don't know if it was like I think it was something that Atari was doing with the reviews or something like that. And I wrote a little piece about it, did some stuff, a little legwork on it, posted it. Didn't think anything of it at the time. Just like, all right, yeah, here it is, blah, blah, blah. And it was it got picked up by Penny Arcade, and it was really neat. It was a hot link in a different angle they were going about review stuff and everything, and for some reason I don't know how they got a hold of that, how they read it, how they saw it. I don't know how. I felt it must have been well written enough that they were like, okay, we're gonna link to this. But man, it blew me up big time. I was super stoked about that. I was like, wow. I haven't had too many of those. I did get hot linked by 1UP and GameStop when I kind of had a chance to leak out or when I got a hold of the set lists for Guitar Hero 3, which I was like 95%. There were a couple songs they did have changed, but I had 95% of the list right. Everyone thought I was crazy. I had all these things like, oh, small site, I don't know how reputable are, blah, 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 blah. 95% accurate. So, anywho, that's going to do it for us today. So, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. We'll see you next time. Bye.